Five of Pentacles is also out here. You can feel alone right now, and the Ascension journey is a lonely journey. So at the same time as feeling alone, you are also maybe seeing this as embracing. You're embracing the fact that by going through the pains that you went through in the past, by feeling this sense of being left out in the cold by a counterpart or by a group or family members or whoever it is, or whatever the situation was that you felt you were left out and not appreciated and not seen, excluded unfairly, you're embracing the fact that the only way you could have gotten to the level of awakening that you are right now is by going through this. There's no way that you could have gotten as far as you are spiritually without going through this, without that person or these persons or these situations that made you feel like this, without that happening. So you are there. You could still be there. You could still feel this way, but you're seeing it in a whole other way. You're seeing that as a gift. And I think in the Divine Feminine read, I did the Five of Coins came out with the Ace of Wands, clarifying. You're appreciating this because with this comes a whole new opportunity to live your truth. And so the last card that comes out is Temperance. Temperance is patience, and Temperance is healing. I heard one reader's interpretation of this, which I agree it can be, is divine intervention, okay? Divine timing, okay? Temperance. You are at a place right now of letting go. You're learning your cycles. You're headed toward calmer waters because you're not going to go against the grain anymore or try to control. You know that you're not in control. Well, you are in control. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. You are in control. However, you don't know. We have to accept that we were conditioned a certain way, and we were not exposed to all of the greatness that is inside of us. So that means, that's what I mean by you're letting go, and you're going to be patient, and you're going to trust that as long as you do your work and stay on course and stay with your intentions that are for the higher good of yourself and for humanity, for the uplifting of the new earth, then then you're good. You know that you will be taken care of, and the divine has a plan. So the next row of cards is going to show what you will be experiencing because of the situation, because of these energies that you are right now, and what you will be experiencing. What is Eight of Wands. There's going to be some action, okay? Either action or movement or communication, okay? You could be moving to a new home. You can be moving to a new a job, your career. You could be moving in that sense and leaving an old career path behind, something you've done forever. So this is action, okay? Because you're surrendering it and accepting all this and being in full control, yet at the same time finding that perfect way of being in control, yet letting go gracefully in a divine way. There's finally going to be some action, and that's followed by the Two of Swords. So if you were stagnant on making a decision, this decision is going to be made because of you letting go, because of you um, letting go of your ideas of what you think, um, uh, how you think you're going to get your abundance, how you think you're going to get your happiness. You're going to make that, you're going to make a decision that has been a long time coming, okay? And that is followed by the Queen of Cups. Um, this, I feel, is coming to your own. When you're letting go and letting the divine, and you're 10 toes down, as one reader says, 10 toes down on this path and this journey and walking this path, no matter what it takes. The only way you can come to that is by, the Queen of Cups is all about emotion and love so deep that it can be to a fault for her. Okay, she can love sometimes, like the way I see it, when you love somebody so much that you don't see the wrong in them, when you love someone so much that you don't see the bad that they do, that's kind of like this energy. When you let go and you've decided to walk this path because you want more than anything to ascend and to find your true purpose, you're gonna get there because you love yourself so much that you know that you deserve that, and you will sacrifice anything. You will walk not into the unknown because you want to get to your truth and because you believe that you are worth it. You've been hurt so much in the past that you're making this decision to be this Queen of Cups energy, to love yourself, to in this sense, it's not to a fault, because you're gonna love yourself so much now that when you do slip up, you're not gonna look at yourself and shame yourself, or you're not gonna feel guilty. You're gonna look at yourself with love and correct yourself, and move on. Just like we do with our children. For those of you who do have children, you wouldn't shame your child. Your child can never, disappoint you. So you are going to feel like that about yourself. You're going to be the Queen of Cups with yourself. And then when you can be like that with yourself, you can be with that with the people around you. So, and then the last card out is the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that don't serve you anymore, walking away from treating yourself or thinking low of yourself, walking away from reacting to situations that would typically trigger you, but you walk away from it in a sense that you don't not deal with it, but you don't feed into it. Okay, you don't feed into negative energies anymore. I just had this. This is a very trying day today, and at this time of Ascension, at this time for people, September is supposed to be a very, very significant month, and they say for unions, for twin flames, this is a significant month, but also you hear the energy reads of a Luna Ash, Feel Good, and Awakening You. Those are three main other YouTube channels that I follow, but you and also Higher Self, you are walking away from things because you're in the energy of being patient and going with the flow and mastering all of those lessons with this Wheel of Fortune here, and being committed to your path. So being committed to your path means walking away from the way you lived before, okay, from beliefs from before. Okay, so the next row that we're going to get to is what's coming in the future, okay? And what is coming in the future is the Ten of Coins. So there we go with the abundance, okay? This card is also not only tangible, abundance, tangible, financial, but also it has a portrait here of a family. So it's stability, it's financial and home life stability, okay? Whatever home life to you is, a job, okay? And just being able to pay the bills and not worry. And the universe says, you 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 focus on your purpose, and you serve others and you love yourself. And as long as your intentions are for the good of yourself, your higher self, and for the good of others, and that is in sync with God's purpose, then you will always be taken care of. The universe will always take care of you. Okay? So that's coming into the future, and that falls right in sync when we let go, as the one saying, let go and let God. As we truly let go, this abundance is going to come in, and this is in the future. These are in the future cards. Next, we have the Moon card. This card can be about deception, but for me, for the last couple times, and for right now, for a couple times, and for right now, I feel that this Moon card is you balancing out the light and the dark in you. As we all, as we know, we all have shadow aspects of ourselves, and we can't get rid of those shadow aspects. We're human. We incarnated here. We're in human body. We're in human flesh. We're in the 3D matrix every day. Okay, so we for me, this card is finding the balance. And you see these two wolves. One is light, one is dark. That can be seen as your light self and your shadow self. Yet both of them have this light coming from their crown, coming from their crown chakra. So those are both needed. You need to find balance in both, and those both need to be in sync with your higher self, which your higher self is connected to the divine, to the higher realms. So that's the way that I see this card, finding that balance with it, being able to maneuver in the dark, being able to see with the light of the moon those things that are hidden around you, either by, in your everyday life, with working with other people or dealing with other people, or just working with yourself, or just, in relation to yourself, being able to see and shine the light on those dark areas, and finding that peaceful balance to live with your masculine and feminine side, also. So that's where that can mean. And then in the future, you also have the Death card, okay? Because this is a collective reading, again, for those who are doing their work and ascending and at this brink of getting to the next level. This Death card shows transformation. You are continuing to transform into this higher vibrational realm, or higher vibrational version of yourself, okay? And this one is with the transformation, and it has to deal with the crown chakra, okay? So next is next two cards are what you can integrate into the what's coming in the future. What energies you can integrate into that as your abundance comes in, as the stability comes in, as a reward for doing all of this work and making it to the next level. As that comes in, what you can, the energies you can use is the Magician. The Magician card came out, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands is all about passionate action, okay? Energetic action. You have something to be proud of. You have if you've done all this work and you can embrace the fact that you are ascending to a higher level, and that you have this bigger purpose, and that if you don't know exactly what your purpose is, you are on the way to knowing, to learning. Um, you, you now have, this is what you should integrate into that, your power to manifest. We all have power to manifest, and if you're on this journey and you're listening right now to this video, then you know the tools and the techniques of manifestation. It takes discipline, but all this work that has been done, and these energies coming in, um, especially the death card, the transformation card, the moon card, the balancing. With all of that, you have the discipline then to start manifesting the life and the environment that you want to work in, that you want to live in, and the environment. You have the power to manifest that job that will bring everyday emotional fulfillment and abundance to you. Okay, so you need to start. You need to integrate these energies, your power to manifest, and you need to come in with all that creativity and all that energy. And as much as you've gone this far on the journey, you're not doing it for no reason. You didn't do all this work for nothing. Again, these are for the people who have done the work and are 10 toes down and are committed to this journey. So think about, use all of that passion in you to bring this Knight of Wands energy into the future. And the last card, so beautiful. This is the last card represents either the focus or the outcome. Tell me that's not beautiful. It's the World card. Okay, and it's all of the chakras together. The world is just, it represents bringing it all together. Okay, bringing it all together and just working with all of the tools of all of the aspects of the universe, of Earth, all of the energies, all of the gifts from the divine, just taking advantage of all the opportunities and receiving everything that you could want. And this is not just say that you're done, and the journey is done. No, but to receive the world, the outcome is you completing this cycle. And yes, another cycle will begin, because there's always another level of ascension. But the world is you completing this cycle, and this cycle was not. This cycle was not easy to complete. There was some really dark times there. There were some really hard times to stay disciplined, but universe, I know for me, universe, the divine has shown me over and over and over again that I am protected, that I am here for a reason, that that it is worth it to discipline yourself and to keep going forward. It's worth it. So that's the outcome for this spread, and I think that's just, I think that's wonderful. I think that's beautiful. So okay, so this is the energies for Lightworkers, Ascensions, those who are putting in the work. Okay, so I think this is beautiful. Take all of this information and hopefully use it to guide you. Okay, use it to guide your next steps, and to guide those situations that come up where people, war triggers come up, because triggers are always going to come up. But use this to remind you, I've done this work, so why am I going to backslide? No, I'm already there. I'm there. I'm at the next level now. And again, I always, Awakening You channel is wonderful. If you guys don't hear it, I know that I've tried to share that channel with people, and people get freaked out of the the Siri voice or whatever that's on there. I don't know why. I said, people who are doing these messages, sometimes talk in other languages, so they, it's, I said, listen to the words, listen to the message, not the sound of the voice. You can't let that turn you off. Listen to the words, listen to the wisdom and the guidance. It's priceless. It is priceless. The, 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 the information that they give, the support, especially, like I said, this is a lonely journey. It can be very lonely. And the support and the confirmations that come through that channel are just absolutely amazing and comforting. And lets me know, at least, I'm not kookaroo, okay? I'm not kookaroo, and I know there's something out there, and I know there's something bigger, and I know I'm a part of something bigger, okay? So, love, light, and violet flame healing to all. Again, if you're not familiar with the violet flame uh, healing vibration, Google that, because that is that's something that I'm doing regularly now. And it transmutes all negativity, all negative things from the past. It is the only frequency from the divine that is capable of Xing out negative situations, whether we did wrong or wrong to somebody. And not only does it cut those, sever those cords or diminish those cords for you, it also does it for them. It releases your light and your spirit from that negativity, and it releases the effect that it had on them. It cleanses that. So it's amazing. Look into that also. Love you guys. I'm going to try to do these readings more regularly. Love and light to all. Bye.